Hold onto your wallets, my friends. The Scorpius trailer just dropped in. Yeah, you know where this is going, right? Let's play this for you, and then we'll analyze it frame by frame. Yeah, one thing that CIG does right is obviously their marketing. They know what to do, right? So first of all, yeah, Battlestar Galactica vibes all the way. The shot begins with a Bengal carrier and a whole battle group flying outside. Let's take a look what's in there. So we see some, can we just call them X-Wings? Can we? It's an X-Wing, all right? Okay, fine, Scorpius. For legal reasons, it's a Scorpius. But there we have some javelins. I see an Idris. I see a hammerhead. I see the heavy fighters flying around. This is essentially what I think a good fleet, cap fleet makeup's going to be. You're going to have the hammerhead to provide you with suppression against light fighters. You have the heavy fighters doing patrols. You have the javelins around the Bengal carrier. This is what a lot of people have signed up for, the big space battles. This is what is going to be the hook that keeps us around for a long time. So the story begins with a guy... Oh, by the way, also, these trailers are so crisp. Look how beautiful that is. That is so crisp. But also, note the size of the Scorpius that put a guy walking on the wing, just to give you some relevance, some reference to how big this ship actually is. The Scorpius is a heavy fighter. Not that it's the biggest of fighters, but it is classified as heavy and does put out a good punch. So far, everyone seems to like it. I think everyone's going to love this ship until the F8 actually comes out and outdoes it. Guy sipping his coffee. Look at the textures. Notice his pinky lightly caressing the cup. All right, so there we have some very interesting things happening outside the window. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kraken. And the Kraken is it a pirate? It doesn't have to be a pirate ship, but I love the Kraken. I love the look of it. I love the functionality, what it's supposed to do. It speaks to me, actually. The Kraken, I hope, is going to be my home base ship. But what we see happening is also a support Idris flying in there. Look at that beautiful animation of the Idris coming in. That looks good. That looks really good. And we see a bunch of Buccaneers flying around. So an enemy Kraken, Idris, Buccaneers flying around there. And off he goes to run with his fellow crew to man the Scorpius. So this is totally a scene out of Battlestar Galactica when the Cylons attack, the alarm goes on, everyone's running. And this is all, by the way, if you knew, this is all done in engine. This is what the game actually looks like, obviously. So good. And off they run into the hangar. Now, this is the hangar of the Bengal carrier. It is massive. The X-Wing here, the Scorpius, with its wings extended, is a big ship. It takes up a lot of space. So we know that the Bengal interior definitely fits, obviously, the Scorpius with its wings extended. Boom, off it goes. All right, we see these guys rushing towards the Scorpius. In they go. So take a look what's happening here. There's a number of them. There's going to be a lot of room in the Bengal carrier. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 or 6 of them just sitting here already. That Bengal carrier is going to carry a lot of firepower inside it. And look at the action outside there. This is what we signed up for, the big space battles. We want that space opera. So we see the back end there of the Kraken with all the multiple engines looking beautiful, firing away at, I can't see what the target is. But these are the scenes which sold us initially on Star Citizen, and it's only looking better as time goes on, obviously. So pilot, co-pilot into the Scorpius they go. Thumbs up, up you go. They took a lot of time and effort to make this as realistic as possible. They actually hired actual Navy to come in and do the motion capture for a lot of these scenes. That is totally out of Battlestar Galactica. Beautiful. That is going to hurt a lot of your wallets, obviously. And speaking of hurting wallets, if you're wondering what's been coming in so far, take a look at that. The last 2 days, okay, we had a couple of Idris and Kraken sales, I believe, but 1.1 million, 1.3 million in the last 2 days consecutively, not even counting today yet, which is another big day. So as I said in my previous videos about the funding and what's happening, Invictus is big. Invictus is huge for Star Citizen. It's going to be a massive month for them. And if you are new and are complaining, as many of us are, about why the servers are so bad, here's your reason right over here. Over the past 5 days, not counting today, 66,000 new accounts have joined Star Citizen. Most of these are free flight. I don't know how many of them are paid accounts, but judging from what we've seen come in, there's a fair amount of people joining Star Citizen for the first time. But this is a problem. The problem we had, and I said this before the event began, is that Orison is not a good landing zone for people who don't have top-of-the-line PCs. My PC, pretty mid-line at this point. It's going on 4 years old, but it was good. I mean, still, like the 1080 Ti, it's a good card still. My problem is getting CPU locked. The game is very CPU intensive, and I have problems with my CPU locking up in some areas. So the Orison landing zone, difficult for that reason. And for those of you who are arriving and getting bad frames, it gets better. CIG is on it. I know Wikipedia, one of the devs, put up a post just yesterday saying they've got a couple of hot fixes coming in to fix up what issues they can. So they're on it. But they're obviously 66,037 new accounts signing up the last 5 days is a lot. But take a look at what's happening here. $4.5 million in sales just the last 5 days. Not counting today. Today's the today's RSI, Origin, Outland, and Argo Day. Then we have on the 26th, it's Crusader and Tumbril. Then on the 28th, we have Drake. This is without any, I don't know if there's any surprises still to come, but if they've done 4.5 million now, I'm going to guess 8 to 10 million by the time this is all said and done, which is a big chunk. So definitely Invictus paying off in spades for Star Citizen. But for you new guys, and I know this is tough because of the numbers here, the server performance is going to be on the rough side. The best thing I can recommend for you is just, if you really want to get in there and play a lot, you may have to minimize your playtime until the event is over, ironically enough. The free flight's going to go on for a little while longer, but you may have to wait till a couple of last days till the traffic eases up a little bit. There's been problems with inventory. We try to drag things to inventory, nothing happens. There's been problems with ships at the terminals where you try to recall a ship and nothing happens. If you get that ship bug in the terminal, best thing to do is go to another terminal, try get a different ship. I know this is a problem if you only have 1 or 2 ships to call through, but they're on it. They know there's a problem. The elevators, if you walk up to an elevator and there's nothing there, it's black, don't walk into it. Take a couple of steps back, then call the elevator again. I guess I should make a whole video about these small little tips, but there's definitely been a lot of issues with the servers now, and it's frustrating hell for everyone, the old timers included. So have patience if you are new. They are working on it, and they're trying to improve it with hot fixes as we go through. But overall, for those who have been around for a while, impressive, very impressive, and I'm very sure a large chunk of that 66,037 new arrivals will be buying game packages and joining this game. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you. So let me know, are you getting the Scorpius? Now that you've seen this, I don't think it sells me any harder on it, but I love the trailers they do. They're excellent, and this one goes right up there with one of my favorite trailers of all time. So good work marketing on CIG, and rip your wallets. If you enjoy my content, thumbs up, subscribe, your comments below is appreciated. Catch you in the next one.